Sausage, peppers, and onions are a classic combination. We'll take that base and make an air fryer creation using ground beef that you won't want to miss. Here's a great way to turn ground beef into your own Italian sausage blend, but we're not going to stop at that. We'll use that to stuff some pizza dough and make an air fryer pocket that's packed full of flavor. This is a great party food or even a quick dinner when you want something a little comforting. For the beef Italian sausage, we'll use 85% lean ground chuck. If you want the ultimate flavor, you have to start with the best, because if it's not certified, it's not the best. We'll start seasoning with some kosher salt and cracked black pepper, then we'll get into the seasonings that give this beef the Italian sausage vibe. First, we have some Italian herb blend along with granulated garlic and granulated onion. Next, we've got our fennel seeds. If you don't like the flavor of fennel, you can leave it out, but I think it's what gives this mixture the classic sweet Italian sausage flavor. Just lightly mix the seasoning with the ground beef to make sure that it's evenly distributed, but you don't want to overwork it. Next, we'll start cutting up our veggies. Rolling the pepper as you cut the sides will make quick time of this and get the most out of that pepper. You'll want to dice the pepper fairly small so that it is a similar size to the crumbles of ground beef. I prefer the flavor of red bell pepper to green, but if green is your go-to bell pepper, feel free to use one instead. You could also use Cubanelle peppers for some added sweetness or even something a little spicy. Dice an onion to the same size as the bell pepper to ensure that there is an even distribution of onion and bell pepper with the beef. You want a little bit of everything in each bite, so a nice fine dice will result in a well-mixed filling. The combination of Italian beef sausage, onion, and bell pepper is one of those classic combinations that is always sure to please. Now we can brown the beef. Preheat a pan over medium-high heat and add a little light olive oil, then the seasoned beef. Using a little oil in the pan to start will instigate the browning process, which adds so much flavor to the ground beef. For the best browning, spread the beef out in an even layer and let it sear well before you start to flip it. Once you start to see that browning on the bottom, you can start to break it up into smaller crumbles. Once all the beef is cooked through, reserve it to a mixing bowl and it's time to saute our vegetables. Any remaining oil from the cooked beef will be used here to cook our onion and pepper, so make sure not to drain it off. Give the peppers and onion a quick toss to coat. Seasoning the veggies with a little salt will not only help to bring out their flavor, but it'll also help to draw out some of that moisture. Allow these to saute for 6 minutes or until tender. They don't need a hard sear, you just want to soften them up because they won't cook anymore while they're in the air fryer. Reserve the veggies to a mixing bowl and mix in the ground beef. This is where our small dice really pays off for that even distribution of ingredients. While that cools down a little, we'll work on our pizza dough. You could use freshly made pizza dough, but the store-bought tubes will work great for this recipe. Lay out the dough flat and lightly stretch it out into an even layer. Each tube of dough will make 6 pizza bombs, so cut it once along the width of the dough and twice more vertically. You'll want them to be as close to the same size as possible. It's important to avoid using flour when working with this dough. It shouldn't be too sticky to work with, and it'll seal better and brown nicer without that addition of flour. To construct, we'll put a 1/4 cup of the shredded cheese in the middle of each piece of dough. Next, top with a 1/3 cup of the meat mixture and try to keep everything piled high in the middle of the dough. To seal these, fold opposing corners into the middle and pinch them together. Since we didn't dust these with flour, they should seal fairly easily when pinched. Once all the corners are sealed together, pinch the open sides of the dough together. You will want to make sure to create a good seal so all the cheese doesn't ooze out. Once it's totally sealed up, tuck in the sides and flip the pizza bomb over. Turn it with your hands to work it into a round shape and create a nice dough ball. Repeat with the remaining cheese and meat. After a couple of these, you'll get the hang of it and really just fly through the rest. Making 12 at a time is a great way to feed a group, and they are great to reheat for a quick snack or meal. The beauty of this is you can pop these right in the air fryer or just refrigerate them till you need them. And if you want more fun recipes like this, remember to subscribe. Spraying them with a little non-stick spray will help them to brown in the air fryer. I like to spray the basket as well to ensure they come out easily. I can only fit 4 of these in a basket of this air fryer, but if you have a bigger one, you can definitely cook more at a time. Just make sure to leave some room between them because they will expand when cooking, and you want to make sure they get nice and golden brown all over. These will take about 6 to 9 minutes to cook at 350 degrees. Just keep an eye on them so that they develop a nice, delicious crust all over. While they cook, warm up a jar of pizza sauce for dipping. Look how nice and golden brown those got in the air fryer. You want a nice dark crust to ensure they won't be doughy, and a little crunch of the crust makes these so tasty. Just looking at these makes me want to dig right in. I know these will be a hit with whomever you feed them to. Well, the last batch is out of the fryer, so I get to dig in. Okay. Try and get a little rip on this guy. Ooh, yeah. It's hot. Who wouldn't like this little pocket of meat and cheesy goodness? It's great for parties, for families. I mean, it's just a win across the board. Remember to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time here in the Test Kitchen.